Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. I am Geeta, your host for the event, extending a very, very warm welcome to all on the virtual ceremony, the curtain raiser of the much awaited and much anticipated Bharat Solar Expo 2025. There is a saying that every ray of sunlight brings us closer to a cleaner and greener planet. Solar energy is the key to unlocking that potential. So is the potential of Bharat Solar Expo, which is all set to dazzle the pink city Jaipur with illuminating solar energy on the 17th to 19th January 2025. So, on behalf of the organizers, First View Media Ventures, and Rajasthan Solar Association, I would like to extend my gratitude to our esteemed guest speakers and the attendees for their valuable presence in today's webinar. Your active participation will contribute to make this event a great success. Great insights into the future of solar projects, investment opportunities in Rajasthan, and do discover how these things are curating the sustainable roadmap in Rajasthan. So, there is a lot of takeaway from today's webinar. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to hear from the organizers themselves. So, let me welcome to the screen Mr. Nitin Agrawal, CEO of Rajasthan Solar Association, to kindly address the audience. Mr. Nitin, the screen is all yours.
Thank you, Geeta ji. Thank you, First View. This is Nitin Agarwal, CEO Rajasthan Solar Association. On behalf of Rajasthan Solar Association, I warmly welcome everyone from the solar and renewable energy sector. I welcome Mr. Himanshu Khurana, Director RERC. I welcome Mr. Suresh Agrawal, President 40. I welcome Mr. Rakesh Kumar Gupta, Director PHDCCI. I welcome Mr. Ravi Verma, Member Governing Council SPDA. I welcome Mr. Manoj Gupta, Vice President of Senior Vice President of RSA and Vice President of Renew Power. I welcome Mr. Varun Gulati, CEO First View. मुझे मेरी जितने भी हमारे मेंबर्स हैं और जितने भी लोग हैं जो एक्साइटेड हैं इस एक्सपो को लेके, उनकी एक रिक्वेस्ट थी कि मैं इस शो को हमारे रीजनल लैंग्वेज राजस्थानी और मारवाड़ी में करूं। मैं माफ़ी चाहूँगा कि काफ़ी लोग मारवाड़ी या राजस्थानी जानते नहीं हैं, तो मैं मारवाड़ी ना करते हुए हमारी मातृभाषा हिंदी में इसको लेता हूँ। जैसा कि आप सभी लोग जानते हैं कि राजस्थान सोलर एसोसिएशन पिछले 15 साल से रनिंग में है और हम लोग जितने भी राजस्थान के रिन्यूएबल सेक्टर के वर्क हैं वो हम लोग कर रहे हैं। राजस्थान का पहला जो प्लांट था वो भी राजस्थान सोलर एसोसिएशन के साथ मिलके ही लगा था। आज हमारी ये जर्नी मोर देन 15 साल से ज़्यादा की हो चुकी है। राजस्थान में आज जितने भी वेल नोन प्लांट्स लगे हुए हैं, जितने भी लोग हैं नेशनल लेवल पे, इंटरनेशनल लेवल पे, वो सभी राजस्थान सोलर एसोसिएशन की वर्किंग और राजस्थान सोलर एसोसिएशन को जानते हैं। राजस्थान सोलर एसोसिएशन अपने आप में एक सोच है जो कि अपने साथ राजस्थान में रिन्यूएबल सेक्टर को और राजस्थान को पूरी तरीके से सोलराइजेशन अचीव करने में और राजस्थान को अग्रणी राज्य बनाने की एक पहल को लेकर साथ चली थी। मैं आपको बताते हुए बड़ी खुशी महसूस कर रहा हूँ कि अभी 3 दिन पहले ही गुजरात री इन्वेस्ट में राजस्थान को सोलर एनर्जी में प्रथम पुरस्कार मिला है पूरी इंडिया में, और सेकंड पुरस्कार मिला है ऑल ओवर रिन्यूएबल सेक्टर को लेकर। तो ये हमारी राजस्थान की अचीवमेंट है। इसमें कुछ हिस्सा, कुछ पार्ट राजस्थान सोलर एसोसिएशन का भी है। हम लोगों ने रात दिन एक किया है, हम लोग रात दिन एक कर रहे हैं इस चीज़ को अचीव करने में, और मैं आश्वस्त करता हूं कि हम लोग हमेशा नंबर 1 रहेंगे। आगे भी हम लोग इसी तरीके से चीज़ें करते जाएंगे। आप सब लोग जानते हैं कि राजस्थान इस समय सबसे ज़्यादा रिन्यूएबल का जो उत्पादन है वो राजस्थान में होता है। राजस्थान सोलर एसोसिएशन जितने भी रिन्यूएबल सेक्टर में लोग काम करते हैं, जो अपने आप का एक प्लेटफॉर्म ढूंढते हैं, हम उन्हें वो प्लेटफॉर्म प्रोवाइड करते हैं। हम लोग एज ए सेमी गवर्नमेंट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन काम करते हैं। हम जितने भी एनर्जी मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ राजस्थान की तरफ से जितने भी स्कीम्स हैं, जितने भी प्रोजेक्ट्स हैं, हम लोग उसमें उनके साथ रहते हैं, उनके साथ काम करते हैं। जैसे कि कुसुम परियोजना हो या सूर्यघर परियोजना हो या पॉलिसी मेकिंग में एडवाइजरी हो किसी भी तरीके के और किसी भी तरीके के गवर्नमेंट से रिलेटेड वर्क हो। वहीं हम प्राइवेट सेक्टर को वो प्लेटफॉर्म देते हैं कि वो गवर्नमेंट से वन टू वन टॉक कर सके। अगर उनके किसी तरीके के इश्यूज हैं, जैसे कि RREDF के इशू में राजस्थान सोलर एसोसिएशन पहली एसोसिएशन है जिसने कुछ वर्क किए हैं और काफ़ी उसमें आगे बढ़े हैं गवर्नमेंट के साथ, उन्होंने काफ़ी इसमें लाइजनिंग की है प्राइवेट सेक्टर के लिए। तो इस तरीके की सारी चीज़ें राजस्थान एसोसिएशन इस इंडस्ट्री के लिए करता है। हम लोग कंसल्टेंसी करते हैं, हम लोग काउंसलिंग करते हैं, हम लोग स्किल डेवलपमेंट में काम कर रहे हैं, हम लोग एम्पावरमेंट में काम कर रहे हैं। राजस्थान सोलर एसोसिएशन का जोधपुर IIT के साथ टाई अप है, राजस्थान सोलर एसोसिएशन का मोर देन 7 यूनिवर्सिटीज़ के साथ टाई अप है, जिसमें कि हम स्किल डेवलपमेंट को लेके काफ़ी एग्रेसिव काम कर रहे हैं। हम उस मैन पावर को उस मैन पावर को में वो स्किल्स डेवलप कर रहे हैं कि वो इस इंडस्ट्री के लिए काम कर सके, वो इस इंडस्ट्री में अपना रोजगार प्राप्त कर सके, एम्पावरमेंट राजस्थान को मिल सके। अभी हमारी जो अगली पहल है वो राजस्थान को मैन्युफैक्चरिंग हब बनाने की है। हम लोग राजस्थान को रिन्यूएबल सेक्टर में मैन्युफैक्चरिंग हब बनाना चाहते हैं, जिससे कि राजस्थान में ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा मैन्युफैक्चरिंग यूनिट्स आए और ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा एम्पावरमेंट मिले। अभी हमारे मैक्सिमम वर्क जो है उसी श्रेणी में चल रहे हैं। इस श्रेणी में हम लोग भारत एक्सपो की एक पहल लेके आए थे राजस्थान में, जो कि राजस्थान सोलर एसोसिएशन लेके आया। हम लोग इसके 2 वर्जन बहुत सक्सेसफुली कर चुके हैं, जिसका कि फीडबैक बहुत अच्छे लेवल पे था, नेशनल लेवल पे उसकी काफ़ी सराहना हुई। इसी कड़ी में अभी हम लोग सोलर क्वार्टर फर्स्ट व्यू के साथ मिलके जनवरी में भारत सोलर एक्सपो लेके आ रहे हैं। हमारी कोशिश है कि ये सेकेंड लार्जेस्ट एक्सपो हो आफ्टर REI, हमारी ये पूरी कोशिश है और हम आश्वस्त हैं कि हम इस कोशिश को पूरी कर पाएंगे। अब सवाल आता है कि ये एक्सपो क्या प्रोवाइड कराएंगे, इस एक्सपो से किस तरीके से सोलर इंडस्ट्री को, राजस्थान को किस तरीके से मदद मिलेगी, किस तरीके से वो उसको अपने आप में आगे बढ़ा पाएंगे। तो कहते हैं कि किसी भी चीज को डिफाइन करने का सबसे अच्छा तरीका होता है कि हम उसके फिगर्स और उसके फैक्ट्स पे बात करें। तो मैं आपके सामने कुछ फैक्ट्स रखना चाहूंगा। राजस्थान गवर्नमेंट का सन 2030 तक 90 गीगावाट्स का टारगेट है, जो कि राजस्थान गवर्नमेंट को अचीव करना है रिन्यूएबल सेक्टर में। मैं आपको बताना चाहूंगा कि 90 गीगावाट्स में से अभी ओनली 22 गीगावाट्स ही कंप्लीट है, यानी कि अभी हमारे पास 78 गीगाहर्ट्ज पूरा बचा हुआ है, जिसे कि हमें 68 गीगाहर्ट्ज हमारे पास बचा हुआ है, जिसे कि हमें कमिंग 5 ईयर्स यानी कि 2030 तक पूरा करना है। और आप लोग सरप्राइज हो गए अगर मैं इसको रुपीज में, वैल्यूज में अगर मैं आपको बताऊं, तो ये तकरीबन 2,38,000 CR का बिजनेस है, जो कि राजस्थान कमिंग 5 ईयर्स में देने वाला है रिन्यूएबल सेक्टर को, रिन्यूएबल इंडस्ट्री को। अभी हमने लास्ट जो एक्सपोज किए थे उसमें भी जितने भी हमारे एग्जीबिटर्स थे, जितने भी हमारे पार्टिसिपेट्स थे, उन्होंने बहुत बढ़ चढ़ कर हिस्सा लिया और बड़े अच्छे लेवल पे उन्होंने ऑर्डर्स लिए। जैसा कि अभी आप लोगों को पता है कि PM सूर्यघर स्कीम हो गई या कुसुम स्कीम हो गई, कुसुम A B C, यहाँ तक कि गवर्नमेंट टेंडर्स कुल मिला के अभी 20,000 मेगावाट के टेंडर्स ओपन है, और जो कि अभी कमिंग 2 to 3 ईयर्स में कंप्लीट होने वाले हैं। तो ये एक अपॉर्चुनिटी है पूरी सोलर इंडस्ट्री के लिए, पूरी इटर्निटी के लिए, कि हम लोग उसको कैच कर सकें। आप सब जानते हैं इतने बड़े बिजनेस को लेना, इतनी बड़ी अपॉर्चुनिटी को लेना किसी एक प्लेयर या किसी 10 प्लेयर या मैं कहता हूँ 100 प्लेयर्स का भी काम नहीं है। इसके लिए पूरी इंडस्ट्री लगेगी, इसके लिए पूरा राजस्थान लगेगा, इसके लिए पूरा इंडिया लगेगा। तो आप इस एक्सपो के तहत, आप इस एक्सपो के द्वारा वो प्लेटफॉर्म प्राप्त कर सकते हैं, जिसमें कि आप अपने आप को एडवर्टाइज कर सकें, आप अपने आप को बता सकें कि आप रिन्यूएबल के इस सेक्टर के इस फील्ड में आप वर्क कर रहे हैं। लास्ट में अगर आपको बताऊं तो लास्ट मेरे एक्सपो में नियर बाई 5 to 6,000 की फुटफॉल था, और अभी मेरा जो कमिंग एक्सपो जनवरी में हम लोग करने जा रहे हैं, मेरा टारगेट है मोर देन 12,000 फुटफॉल का वहां पे आपको लेके आना। मैं आपको कुछ हाइलाइट्स बताना चाहूँगा। अभी तक हमने जो एक्सपो की है, जो एक्सपो में मेरे साथ पहले फर्स्ट एक्सपो में जो मेरे साथ प्लेयर्स थे, आज वो मेरे साथ उस एक्सपो में अभी तक एडवांस बुकिंग करा चुके हैं। यानी कि मैं इस चीज़ को गारंटी के साथ कह सकता हूँ कि जिन्होंने मेरे ऊपर फर्स्ट एक्सपो पे विश्वास किया, आज उनको वो आउटपुट्स मिले, और आज उन्होंने मेरे अगले एक्सपो तक को, उन्होंने सेकेंड एक्सपो भी मेरे साथ किया, वो थर्ड एक्सपो भी मेरे साथ करने जा रहे हैं, और वो मेरे साथ मेरे जनवरी वाले एक्सपो को भी करने जा रहे हैं। तो ये एक एडवांटेज है जो उन लोगों को मिला है, उन लोगों ने उस मार्केट को कैच किया है, उन लोगों ने उस अपॉर्चुनिटी को कैच किया है और उन्हें उसका आउटकम मिला है। तो मैं आपको इन सभी चीज़ों में श्योर कर सकता हूँ, वो आउटकम्स आपको मिलेगा। ये ग्रेट अपॉर्चुनिटी है उस 2,38,000 करोड़ के बिजनेस को प्राप्त करने की, जो हम लोग सब मिलके हम उन लोगों को करना है। हमें मिलके इस राजस्थान को रिन्यूएबल सेक्टर में अग्रणी बनाना है और हम बनाएंगे। राजस्थान और क्यों बेटर है, हम बात करते हैं कि क्यों राजस्थान हमेशा आगे रहता है, क्यों राजस्थान में ही हमेशा इन्वेस्टमेंट आता है, क्यों राजस्थान अभी तक नंबर वन है। तो मैं आप लोगों को बताना चाहूँगा कि कुछ कंडीशंस ऐसी हैं जो कि राजस्थान को अपने आप में अग्रणी बनाती है। जैसे कि ज्योग्राफिकल एडवांटेज, राजस्थान एक वो क्षेत्र है जहाँ पे एवरेज 330 डेज का सन हम सभी को मिलता है। तो ये बताता है कि राजस्थान क्यों अग्रणी है, क्यों राजस्थान में आप अपने प्लांट्स को सोच सकते हैं, क्यों आप राजस्थान में इन्वेस्ट कर सकते हैं। हमारी सरकारी पॉलिसी, जितनी भी गवर्नमेंट हमारी पॉलिसीज है, वो उस चीज को अग्रणी बनाती है हमारी, चाहे से वो लैंड की अवेलेबिलिटी हो। आ, आज ना हर स्टेट बताता है कि आप हमारे पास आए, हमारे पास लैंड है, लेकिन मैं आप लोगों को कुछ एक और मैं पर्सनल जिस व्यू को मान के चलता हूँ मैं वो शेयर करना आपके साथ चाहूंगा। आज लैंड हमारे पास अदर स्टेट्स में भी अवेलेबल है, लेकिन क्या हम मॉरली एक कृषि प्रधान लैंड को हमारे फायदे के लिए सोलर में कन्वर्ट कर रहे हैं? ये हमें अपने आप से पूछना पड़ेगा। लेकिन राजस्थान आपको वो अपॉर्चुनिटी देता है जहाँ पे आप उस रेगिस्तान को, जिसका कि कोई और यूज नहीं है, जो अभी शापित था, आज हम हमारे रिन्यूएबल सेक्टर से उसको एक तरीके से आशीर्वाद बना रहे हैं। आज हम उस लैंड, उस रेगिस्तान को यूज कर रहे हैं जिसमें हम, जिसको कि हम किसी और चीज में यूज नहीं कर सकते, और हम उसको रिन्यूएबल सेक्टर में आगे लेके जा रहे हैं। तो ये एक मोरली भी अपने आप में राजस्थान को आगे करता है कि आपको कहीं किसी तरीके का एक फील नहीं होता है कि आपने किसी उस लैंड को, जिसमें कि आज, जिसको कि आप किसी और चीज में यूज कर सकते थे, आपने उसको रिन्यूएबल के लिए यूज किया जबकि वो किसी के लिए यूज हो सकती थी। राजस्थान में वो लैंड जो कि किसी के लिए कहीं से भी उपयोगी नहीं है, अपार मात्रा में अवेलेबल है आज उसकी, चाहे से कॉस्टिंग वाइज हो, चाहे से उसकी अवेलेबिलिटी हो, ये बहुत अच्छी है। ये चीज राजस्थान को अग्रणी बनाती है। यही कारण है कि राजस्थान आज हॉट प्रदेश बना हुआ है। राजस्थान रिन्यूएबल में इन्वेस्टमेंट के लिए हॉट टॉपिक बना हुआ है। जितने भी बड़े ग्रुप्स हैं, जितने भी इंटरनेशनल ग्रुप्स हैं, वो राजस्थान में बढ़ चढ़ कर हिस्सा ले रहे हैं। हमारे साथ कुछ सेक्टर के एक्सपर्ट्स भी जुड़े हुए हैं, वो आपको और आगे बताएंगे कि राजस्थान में किस तरीके से वो लोग इन्वेस्टमेंट्स ले रहे हैं, किस तरीके से वो राजस्थान को अग्रणी बना रहे हैं। तो एज ए सीईओ ऑफ राजस्थान सोलर एसोसिएशन, मैं आपको यही कहना चाहूँगा कि राजस्थान ओपन है, राजस्थान में अपार संभावनाएं हैं। आज किसी भी स्टेट में इतने ओपन टेंडर्स नहीं हैं जितने कि राजस्थान में हैं। इसी वजह से राजस्थान आगे रहता है। तो ये बेस्ट टाइम है आप लोगों के लिए कि आप राजस्थान में आए, राजस्थान में अपने आप को मार्केट कर।
Hello, Nitinji. Would you like to continue? Nitinji, kindly continue.
या सॉरी, एक्चुअली पावर डिस्कनेक्ट हो गया था। हम रिन्यूएबल की बात कर रहे हैं लेकिन अभी भी पावर डिस्कनेक्ट हो रहा है, जबकि राजस्थान नगण्य है। लास्ट सभी इंडस्ट्री के लीडर से यही कहना चाहूँगा कि ये आपके लिए एक बेस्ट अपॉर्चुनिटी है कि आप राजस्थान में आएँ, अपने आप को एस्टेब्लिश करें, अपने आप अपनी मार्केटिंग टीम को एक संबल दें। और ये जो अपॉर्चुनिटी है 2,08,000 करोड़ की, तो अ, आप क्या बोल के मैं आगे का जो भी कम्युनिकेशन है गीता जी को देना चाहूँगा। गीता जी, नेक्स्ट जो भी स्पीकर है आप लगाएं। थैंक यू।
Thank you so much, Nitinji, for your great insights on Rajasthan. And we'll keep having more insights from your end, from RSA, to the entire audience. They'll keep hearing from us on our LinkedIn, on our emailers. All the updates on Bharat Solar Expo will be stated there. Thank you, Nitinji, once again. So, dear audience, let me tell you that this is just the beginning of a new solar era. And let me take you through a sneak peek of what the future unfolds. So, introducing Bharat Solar Expo 2025. I think इसी के लिए थोड़ी तालियां तो बनती हैं since we can't hear you, but obviously we got this beautiful emojis on our screen. I think we can have some claps and some thumbs ups, out there so that it keeps us encouraged. Well, after that sneak preview, indeed a very spectacular platform with a great vision for the solar future. That's Bharat Solar Expo 2025 for you, ladies and gentlemen. And now let me request Mr. Varun Galati, CEO of First View Group, one of the visionaries behind the Bharat Solar Expo 2025, to kindly share his vision. The screen is all yours, sir.
Thank you, and welcome to all our audience, who's joined us from across the globe uh, at this launch and the curtain raiser of Bharat Solar Expo 2025. Uh, नितिन जी ने जो अपनी स्पीच थी वो हिंदी में दी है, बट आई लाइक टू स्टिक टू इंग्लिश सो दैट जो हमारे इंटरनेशनल ऑडियंसेस हैं यहाँ पे, it becomes a little easy for everybody to keep a track of the latest developments and our plans for this fantastic platform which is being now introduced. So first of all, I think a big shout out to Nitin for a fantastic, opening remarks. He's laid out the landscape of Rajasthan very well for us, and how important Rajasthan as a state is, not only for opportunities within Rajasthan, but also as uh, a major solar energy exporter across India. So it is one of the largest markets today. And when we talk about the Bharat Solar Expo, this is being launched with in sync with the vision of a progressive and futuristic Bharat. So keeping the ambitions of our country, keeping the ambitions of this industry and the sector in mind, what we have brought out to you will be, something which, as Nitin said, one of the largest business platforms for the state, but also with a major contribution from Pan India and across the world as well. So for those who have been, regular followers and readers of First View and all our media platforms, you must be aware that today we are in across 40 countries, and wherever we go, I think the first thing people often discuss with us is how big the growth story of the renewable industry is in India today. And in fact, if you really see the targets and the numbers in front of us, they are beyond even some of the major, continent level targets which have been set across the world. So India is a huge market, and Rajasthan, of course, is one of, or is the largest market within the state. And the thought behind putting together this expo and scaling it up to a level is to bring all the tech innovations, all the investments, and all the major players closer to where the action is. So, we all know that a lot of policy developments, etc., happen in Delhi. The ambition targets are set in Delhi, but Rajasthan is the ground where the action really happens. So with that in mind, I'll just quickly run you through some of the statistics that we have in front of us, and our vision and the uh, passion with which we are organizing the Bharat Solar Expo 2025. So first of all, I think as we see here, it is already evolving to a level where we have the support of most of the major bodies, and we, as as Nitin also said, that this is just the beginning of what we are about to set up. The We would like to really thank the government of Rajasthan and all the associated bodies, RRECL, RERC, JVVNL, for already extending their official support to scale up Bharat Solar Expo. Uh, we have PSDCCI, which is one of the most powerful uh, bodies from the trade and industries, one of the most powerful chambers from on a pan India level, extending its support to Bharat Solar Expo. So we welcome them as a strategic industry partner. Uh, of course, one of the leading manufacturers in the state, INA, has I welcome them as partner for the Bharat Solar Expo. And I would like to really extend my thanks to SPDA, Indo American Chambers, NSFEI, Rajasthan Chambers of Commerce and Industries, 40, Skill Council, Skill and Green Jobs Council, and RTR for extending their support for to enable us to organize Bharat Solar Expo at a level which was never seen before. We would also like to thank the Dubai Renewable Energy Group for extending its support and bringing in a Middle East delegation, which we will be hosting at the Bharat Solar Expo, and all our knowledge partners who have so far confirmed their presence, which is Ease of Doing Business, CPOS, NHFEI, Climate Financing Initiative, CEW, and CEP. So these are some of the partners who are already onboarded, and we've received an overwhelming support and participation from the industry. Most of the exhibition uh, has been either reserved or blocked. So we are, working on further expansion of our plans here. The expo would be held at the Jaipur Exhibition and Convention Center. It is a phenomenal uh, uh, infrastructure for organizing large-scale exhibitions in Jaipur. It's on 17th to 19th January, and the date has been reserved, keeping in mind the comfort of all the participants and the stakeholders in the industry. We really, one of the major backbone and the focus areas of this expo would be to bring in latest in technology and innovation to help shape not only solar but also latest trends and the investments which are now coming up in energy storage, in grid infrastructure, and also bring in some new transformative ideas of green hydrogen, etc., into the state of Rajasthan. As I said, it is driven by three major vision goals that we've set. First, to have a solar-driven economic growth in Rajasthan. So we've received overwhelming response from the industries of Rajasthan, who are looking not only to uh, take up the clean power in their own industries, but also looking to invest in some major growth areas of energy. We want to really extend and bring in a huge collaborative platform which operates not only within Rajasthan or India, but also some major technology and investment partners from across the world. So partnerships for clean energy is again, one of the heart and the key focus areas for us. And definitely, how can we uh, further build on the great growth story of India with keeping in mind, uh, the Viksit Bharat initiative that we have, and how do we uh, scale up India's uh, past heritage and blend it along with the future by helping it, be clean and green. We would like to foster a lot of collaborations, which and bring by bringing all the stakeholders together on a single platform. We would like to promote a lot of innovation. So as we know, Rajasthan is not only becoming a major hub for setting up a lot of new energy infrastructure, but also in the manufacturing space. So promote more and more innovation within the state, but also across, and bringing to the best minds from across Bharat, and encourage a lot of knowledge sharing within the industry, because we know that if we have to meet that, the numbers which Nitin laid out, which is 2,88,000 crore of energy opportunities, it would require a huge scaled and upgraded, people infrastructure in the country as well. So we would be, working towards that within the Bharat Solar Expo. These numbers definitely, as Nathan said, these are some of the past numbers that we've seen, but going forward, ambitious targets of 12,000 plus visitors and over 150 exhibitors has been set. As I said, a lot of response and confirmations have already been received at the Bharat Solar Expo. So this would be something which would be, one of, if the earlier we come on the platform, the better it is. It's really at that kind of a situation right now. So we are focused on bringing together, as I said, various stakeholders. There is a major focus area on bringing in quality audience to the Bharat Solar Expo. When we say audience, we know the who benefits the most from such exhibitions and business platforms. So we are already receiving a huge and overwhelming response from the EPCs and system integrators, which are one of the fastest growing segment of the industry, as we are getting more and more penetrated within the industry through the various schemes, whether it is, of course, beyond the large scale tenders, where schemes which include uh, agri solar, which is PM Kusum, then Muft Bijli Yojana, and then the uptake which is happening on the CNI segment. So system integrators and EPCs today form the backbone of the growth story. We would be having more than 1,000 investors and developers who would be attending, because of the massive investments which have already been made into the state and what lies ahead of us as well. As I said, the manufacturing industry is something which is really picking up and building its presence felt uh, in Rajasthan. So we are seeing a lot of confirmations and interest coming in from the commercial and industrial segment, where the green energy new chapters are being written. And of course, the a lot of passionate visitors, which include people who would like to set up solar at their houses, at their other vicinities, and also some young talent which is looking to learn more and more about the sector and further contribute into the growth of the segment. This is some of the exhibitor profile that we are seeing at the expo. We'll have, as I said, technology as one of the major areas of exhibition. A lot of system integrators and EPCs have already confirmed their spaces, keeping in mind the footfall that is being received from the CNI segment. Uh, we have a lot of service companies who are today providing, right from research to testing, certification, and all other support services that is needed for the industry, and of course the finance and the investment side. So we know the kind of interest that is now the industry is seeing from banking institutes and other NBFCs to further enhance the liquidity which is available for the industry. Keeping in mind the scope and the focus that we have on how we would be how the sector is developing, there are multiple conferences planned. We have a fantastic solar channel partners meet, so a lot of distributors and channel partners from across India would be participating at the conference, and of course at the exhibition. Solar Developers Forum, we are glad to have the knowledge support from some of the biggest solar developers and IPPs. So we would be hosting and inviting the IPPs and developers from across India, and have much needed deliberations and discussions related to policy, construction challenges, large scale investments, and what is their expectation from the state, and as well as from uh, the central governments. As I said, manufacturing. Rajasthan is becoming one of the major hubs today of manufacturing, with a lot of investment and capacity being set up over there. So the Solar Manufacturing Summit would be, it's a new initiative of its kind, and will bring together the entire stakeholders from the manufacturing segment, including uh, both upstream and downstream participants. Then, to encourage the participation from the commercial and industrial segment, we have something which is very interesting for the companies. We will be talking a lot about green manufacturing, and we would be talking a lot about green buildings. So, as I mentioned earlier, this conference will see a huge footfall from the major manufacturing groups, manufacturing plants based in Rajasthan, because everybody today sees green as an opportunity for them, opportunity for growth, as an opportunity for advancement, and of course the changing behavior of the and the changing mindset of their end consumers. Green buildings. Rajasthan is a hub for tourism, a lot of hotels, a lot of resorts, along with a lot of new developments in IT corporate parks, logistics, supply chain. So a lot to be discussed in the green building domain of Rajasthan. And finally, we are seeing uh, a huge response to the PM Kusum schemes, and what is happening in agri-voltaics. We have one of our major partners of NSFEI, who's leading the uh, uh, a lot of latest discussions and the growth of this particular topic, which is agrivoltaics. So Rajasthan is not only today emerging as despite being always being considered a dry state, it is now adopting a lot of green initiatives in its agriculture, and it's turning around how its agriculture sector used to be. So we would see some fantastic discussions around the agrivoltaics domain as well. So that in short, that we have for you uh, currently planned out. As we progress, a lot of new ideas, a lot of new innovations will be brought in to make this expo not only exciting to to attend and exhibit, but also to experience the beautiful state of Rajasthan, and with a lot of round tables, a lot of trips around some of the big plans, operating plans. So everything is currently being discussed, and one by one we'll be unveiling a lot of new initiatives. So that, in short, ladies and gentlemen, is our vision for Bharat Solar Expo. We have a fantastic team. We have some of the you know very experienced members from within the state supporting us. And today, we have some of the we put together a few of these members who are supporting and driving the Bharat Solar Expo. They're all here for a panel discussion, and I would go around and just have a quick overview from them about what they believe would be the major drivers. So we'll start with some of the key people behind this initiative. I'd like to invite first Mr. Sunil Bansal. If he, so are you there with us? A quick insight from you, about this initiative of Bharat Solar Expo, and as well as your plans and ambitions for the journey ahead. Bansalji, if you're there with us, or else I'll be moving on to the next one. Okay, so while he comes online, I'll continue with some uh, uh, more of discussions. I think one of the best places to start off with is and what sets the tone for a lot of growth is the regulatory aspects, the regulatory and policy. So I would like to invite on stage uh, Mr. Himanshu Khurana. He's the
Thank,
technical director at RERC. And sir, one of your major contributions to this industry is about the policy landscape and the challenges that are there. So, what do you see for the vision ahead for Rajasthan? In terms of becoming one of the largest uh, producers, exporters of energy, and what are the latest developments and some future plans from RERC's point of view.
yeah, thank you, Varun. And my greetings to your first view and this Rajasthan Solar Association for organizing this Bharat Solar Expo 2025. In fact, there are two aspects of this solar thing. First is the large developer, and second is distributed renewable energy. So, for the large scale plants, there's already a framework, and so many tenders are going on. And lately, in this distributed resources, Rajasthan has again taken a lead, like we did in large sources. We have taken a lead in Kusum, especially implementation of Kusum A as well as in Kusum C. So in the Kusum A, we have the largest capacity installed in India, so we have 200 megawatt plus. And in Kusum C, the Commission has recently approved a tariff for around 4,500 megawatt plants, and they are coming up. We are expecting them very soon, and they'll soon supply during the day. And looking to this, we have also offered a discount to consumers during 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. In afternoon times. I think these are the shape of things to come in future when we'll have more and more solar energy. So there are two or three aspects of this distributed resources. One is rooftop, then second is Kusum, what we discussed. And as a regulator, yeah, as a director working in regulatory commission, I think we'll need to introduce some more new models like plug and play system, virtual net metering, group net metering, specifically from the point of view of C&I consumers. Then peer-to-peer trading. RESCO model we have already introduced. So we need to focus our policies and regulation to promote these aspects also, because so many consumers, they don't have space at their own place, or even for the commercial and industrial consumers, they may not be having sufficient space at their place to install the requisite capacity. Recently, government of Rajasthan has again doubled the capacity of the captive consumers from 100% to 200% of their contract demand. So this again required certain regulatory trickings to give proper support to them. Then one more important thing, that we need to focus more on storage. Like more and more solar we keep on adding, but the stage will come that the installed capacity of solar will be more than the peak demand of the particular state or what. Then we'll have to look for some more solutions like storage. If we integrate more and more storage with solar, so we'll be able to add more and more solar capacity. So next time when we'll say solar, then we should also think in terms of adding certain storage to that solar, because soon we'll require this. I think say after 2 years or 3 years the need will arise. Like in international scenario, we see that in some countries there are negative prices in certain hours. That is not because of the strength of the system, but it is because they did not invest in the storage at the right time. So we should look forward to doing some things on storage, and as well as take advantage of fixed FDRE tenders and RTC tenders, and even for the consumers, C&I consumers, I suggest that they should adopt this FDRE and RTC power, because if the certain developers are able to provide them FDRE, then like in Europe in 2026 there will be carbon border adjustment mechanism. I think industry people are also there. When they'll export, then they'll have to show that they have made this with green energy. If they go for FDRE, so lots of their rules will be okay. Then like same in hotel industry, now they have sustainability indexes. So again, they have to prove that they are using almost all this renewable energy. So for this, we need FDRE power, and solar and storage is the best solution for this, at least at the distributed level. And secondly, when new industries are coming, we are talking of inviting so many manufacturers in Rajasthan. So again, say that these manufacturers should also consume round the clock renewable power. Whenever they come to install their plants, they, the power with which they manufacture the renewable energy panels and all the solar panels and all that thing, should be manufactured only through green energy. And for this, we have also introduced green tariff system in all the states. Like it's a direction of Ministry of Power that state will introduce green tariff. So it is for the consumers who wish to avail green power but not able to do so by themselves, and they ask Discom to provide them round the clock green power. So we also introduced that concept that will also be useful for the industry as well as the solar manufacturing and EPC contractors also. And then we should also focus on research. Like in Rajasthan, we say that we are having the largest solar installation in India. We should have a global capability center in Rajasthan and a skill development center in Rajasthan to take advantage of all the things and to have new technologies at the doorsteps only. With this, I close my remarks and over to you, Varun. Thank you.
Thank you, Manshuji. And if we have any questions that we'd like to ask Mr. Khurana about what is happening in the state and some of the major areas of focus from a regulatory or policy point of view, please put your questions in the chat. And in case we also want to know more about the latest and or your participation at the Bharat Solar Expo, again we have a team who would be responding to your chats. So please you can reach out to them directly on the chat box which is there. I think one of the major areas as is coming out from the industry overall is the participation of various corporates in this renewable energy growth story. And PAGCCI, which is one of our strategic partners today at the Bharat Solar Expo, it has a lot of influence on creating a very positive environment and a policy enablement for enabling positive policies, and as well as activating the corporates to go green and invest in this segment. It's also been instrumental in supporting a lot of businesses in going clean through its center of excellence on sustainability. So I would like to, hear some viewpoints from Mr. R.K. Gupta. He is the resident director at PACCI at Jaipur. And sir, we've seen how PAGCCI is working on this in the clean energy space, and we've seen some of the work that you're already doing with the industries in Rajasthan to help them transition on to the renewable energy domain. Could you just take us through some of the recent developments and your plans to help the industries go green, and also your views on how can we attract more investments from the industries uh, in the renewable energy domain. Mr. Rakesh Kumar Gupta.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, we can.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for inviting me for this important curtain raiser program of the most emerging and one of the very prestigious expo on solar energy. And you said that what initiatives? Just before this program, I got late in joining. We were organizing a program on sustainability in our office at Jaipur. And there also the main concern of the corporates and other section of the stakeholders was that how should we preserve our environment, contribute to the zero carbon neutrality target set by the government of India and then set at the global level. And the center point of the entire discussion was that use the green energy, as there cannot be a better option than solar energy. Nitin has portrayed the very, encouraging and very opportune environment available in the state in terms of, the availability of the solar radiation almost throughout the year, precisely 320 days a year, the huge potential of around 142 gigawatt capacity which we can create. This is a potential experts have calculated, out of which government has set in the recent policy document target of achieving 90 gigawatt by 2029-30, out of which, as Nitin said, we have reached only up to 22 gigawatt and a lot more to be done. The silver lining is that huge capacity is in pipeline. PHDCCI has been, working in this sphere and ecosystem of solar energy in particular and, renewable energy in general for last many years. And as you rightly said, that we have set up a center of excellence also at our head office in Delhi. We have been closely working with the major stakeholder, including Rajasthan Solar Association, RERCS, we are in touch with them also, and other solar players. At the outset, I would like to thank Government of Rajasthan for bringing out a very robust policy framework through its various departments for promoting solar and renewable energy in the state. And there has been always a demand. The industry is becoming more and more demanding in terms of, I would say it is my personal assessment, they are not asking in terms of monetary benefits. The feedback which we have been receiving from the industry on day-to-day basis, and day before yesterday we had our internal meeting of members, they are now more focused on taking initiatives which really improve ease of doing business in the state. Day before yesterday, I was sitting with the Honorable State Minister for Industries and Commerce, Government of Rajasthan, and discussing their plans about the forthcoming Rising Rajasthan Global Investment Summit, which is scheduled sometime in December, 9th to 11th December 2024. I conveyed to him that investors are sitting, keeping their fingers crossed, how investment which are, committed through MOUs which government is doing in a large number, how they would be implemented hassle-free on the ground. Because many such investment summits have been organized in past also. And I was really glad to know that Honorable Minister, which I think reflects the commitment of the government also, his spirit and his motivation and his enthusiasm. He said, Mr. Gupta, this time the implementation trajectory would totally be different. And we would not leave any stone unturned to ensure that all those understandings which we have with potential investors, budding investors, they will be implemented, and all possible support in terms of the permissions, approvals, removing bottlenecks in the whole process. In larger term, in terms of doing business, they will be provided very effectively, unlike what has been in past. So, the purpose of mentioning this experience is to inform all those who are with us in this webinar, and large number of people who would be joining and attending, and who have been attending such initiatives of RSA and state government in past also, because RSA has, along with other trade bodies, have been organizing many such initiatives, and it is really good to see the enthusiasm of the people. And when more and more people visit, what does it reflect? It reflects, yes, they are very eager to exploit this burgeoning sector, which has huge investment opportunities, business opportunities. And I would also like to share one more thing, that they are not the established entrepreneurs, but right from the first generation entrepreneurs, the recent pass out graduates from management and engineering and other business streams, those who are really sitting very eager on the fences to try their luck in this sector. As Nitin said, that 2.3 lakh crore investment opportunities are still available by 29-30 if we could meet the target. And how much manufacturing, service, and other opportunities would be there. While on many occasions you have been discussing with the leadership of RSA how to promote it. One is that installation of the solar plants, solar parks. Common people are only, for them the solar means rooftop solar projects. घर के ऊपर एक छोटा सा लगा दिया और बिजली के बिल के भार से मुक्त हो गए. No, it is going beyond it also. And there are, many other sectors also. In our earlier webinars, we also noticed and requested policymakers and the entrepreneur and business community that government should promote component manufacturing in Rajasthan. If 2.3 lakh crore investment is to come, majority of would be in component. And we are given to understand that most of the components are coming from neighboring states. Though we are a leading state in terms of installed capacity in solar and RE, major producer of the solar energy. But if you look at the investment in the component industry, component pertaining to the solar plants and other, infrastructure, I think the picture is not encouraging. And I think it would be better for the state government, for the exchequer also, that component industry is given thrust and impetus in times to come. We, on many occasions with RSA, we had proposed to government that why don't you set up dedicated solar component manufacturing industrial clusters, in common parlance, industrial areas. We have taken up this issue with RICO also, the apex body in government of Rajasthan, for promoting investment and providing industrial infrastructure at different parts of the state. So government is now, on many occasions, the officials have positively reacted to our suggestions. And I think the forthcoming Bharat Solar Expo would be a wholesome recipe. It will provide a wholesome recipe for wide cross section of the stakeholders who are really awaiting and willing to be part of this growth and success story of this sector, which is the need of our, which is the need of our, and this resource, the huge resource is available with Rajasthan. Not only the sun rays, but Rajasthan is land of entrepreneurs. So they are showing their business acumen outside Rajasthan. When they are shown and they are provided the opportunities through initiatives like Bharat Solar Expo, I think state would be immensely benefited. And really, there are huge opportunities also. We have also raised some concern with the government of Rajasthan on many occasions that government should make mandatory procurement of some of the components from big solar projects to be procured from Rajasthan. In other words, the purchase preference be given to the units based in Rajasthan. I think, Varun, these are some of the points as we have discussed in past also. If we really take them up during our concurrent technical sessions during the Bharat Expo, Bharat Solar Expo, I think it will really be very beneficial. And one of the stated objectives, as you just now said, to attract investment through this initiative would be largely met if we take up all these issues. You said that go green. Now, domestic houses are becoming more green. You see everywhere. Government buildings are becoming green. But and many of the industries also, if you visit industrial estates, many of the industries, big industries, they have gone for solar, rooftop solar. But still, there are many sectors which need to go green. One of the speakers mentioned, I think, mining is a major sector in Rajasthan, and they are using diesel for their operations. And again, it is the main culprit to emit carbon dioxide and other gases. I think with the support of RSA and the other technology providers, the startups, and the industries, those who will be participating as an exhibitor or as speakers or visitors, if they can come forward, I think there is a huge opportunities to make Rajasthan mining a green mining. Green mining. And the recent, announcement of and talk of making CBAM mandatory for exporting many products, including minerals, to European countries. In that situation, I think if solar energy can come to rescue to majority of those who are exporting and who are willing to export their products to European countries. This is one thing. Secondly, is the hospitality sector. I think solar industry should come out with dedicated schemes and proposals for hospitality industries, which are now witnessing a mushrooming growth in the state, not only in metros but in rural areas in terms of the heritage tourism. So I think we should be segmenting our incentives and offering to different uh, industrial and other sectors, for that matter, the healthcare sector, so that more and more people are willing to go for solar energy.
Yeah,
I'm
absolutely
sure.
well.
I'm sure that Bharat Solar would provide, something or the other for each of them to take away, and it will really motivate them to contribute to this national movement. Thank you.
Very, very well said, sir. I think you've really covered the various arenas and I think the focus on the entrepreneurial mindset, which exists in almost every person today in Rajasthan, and that combined with the huge resources and the opportunities that are there, in various domains, I'm sure we'll be having an explosion of ideas and opportunities, and we'll try to capture most of them at the Bharat Solar Expo. I'd also now like to invite Mr. Ravi Verma, who's a member of the governing council of SPDA, the Sustainable Power Developers Association, and I think they've been playing a major role in bringing large scale investments into the country. Uh, so, sir, we've been seeing tremendous growth, and I think we would just like to hear more about, from a SPDA point of view. Today, what do you see the opportunities are, and how is SPDA working towards alleviating some of the major challenges, and of course, some of your expectations from a business platform like the Bharat Solar Expo.
Yeah, thank you, Varun, and thank you, the organizers, for inviting me to share my views. And at the outset, I would like to congratulate the organizers, the first few RSA Solar Quarter, to organize this event. And it's a right time to organize such events so that now we have a target of 500 gigawatt. Out of this, around 380 gigawatt, around 300 will be from the solar only. So, and where we are moving towards Atmanirbhar Bharat. So we need more and more domestic manufacturing companies to come up. And we have to achieve this target in next 6.5 years only we have left with. So this and taking that average, we need around 35 gigawatt of uh, projects of solar every year. So it's a huge target, but definitely achievable. And in that context, so now we have to scale it up. So as we have to scale it up to this level, so more and more EPC players, more and more vendors are required. So now with the ALM and the ALM, now we're moving towards cells in future. So Rajasthan has a huge potential because it's near the market. So most of the manufacturing facilities, either solar cells, wafer or modules, they should come into the Rajasthan, so that there is no transportation cost for the developers to um, so that this project can be done at a very low cost. So and most of our members, they have a huge stake in Rajasthan, and the policies, the regulators, the bureaucrats, the political leadership, all through have been very supportive to the developers to do the projects. So and this they can do more in the CNI and open access, which not yet taken place in Rajasthan. So more we can have more focus on that. Because right now only Maharashtra.
Outside that.
Just a minute. Rakesh Kumar Gupta sir, I think your mic is on, so you could just mute. Yes, Vermaji, continue, please. Vermaji?
Vermaji is on mute. Actually, Vermaji, kindly switch on your mic.
Hello. Now, can you hear me now? I
Yes.
think
Yes, sir, we
there
can
is
hear
some,
you.
Yes.
just give me 2 minutes. I think there's some, I'll fix it up, then I'll just continue. Huh?
No, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Yeah.
You're back.
Yeah. So, what I was telling that there is a huge potential for CNI segment to grow up. Presently, it is only in Maharashtra, Karnataka, and UP has also picked up. And Rajasthan can be the new destination because right now we have to find out new consumers. Now there is a problem with respect to signing a PSA with the discoms or only the direct power consumers. like railways, metro, some new consumers have to find out so that and power can flow through open access route. So,
Hmm.
so this potential we have to tap. And already, as already told, this PM Kusum is already working, and the new this PM Surya Ghar Muft Bijli Yojana. So, and lot of things can come up which will increase in the solar rooftop space. So more capacity can come in that space as well.
Okay, I think that was some really good inputs coming in from what the uh, developers and IPPs are now seeing as major opportunities. Uh, I like we also have one of key partners for the expo, which is the National Solar Energy Federation of India. I think they've been working uh, since quite some time, in this industry, and
But
maybe.
Varun, can you
Pardon me, sir.
Varun, Sunil Bansal is there, so you can
Yeah,
Sunil
yeah.
Bansal he has
I'll
joined the call.
Bansalji, are you here?
So just to remind you,
हाँ जी सर.
He's here.
Yes sir.
So, okay. So I called upon you earlier as well, Bansalji, and I think you've been high demand, in the industry, and I think some of the work that RSA is putting forward has been really, really appreciated. And I think the Bharat Solar Expo 2025 edition is also seeing a huge traction. So why don't you just put in and given some you know your views on what are the industry's expectations, RSA's ambitions, not only in the state of Rajasthan but also to make it the Bharat Solar Expo more and more relevant to Bharat.
Great, great. Really, मैं थैंक्स बोलूँगा रवि जी को टाइम स्पेयर करने के लिए इस एक्सपो के लिए, आर के गुप्ता जी को कि उन्होंने इस एक्सपो के लिए आज कर्टन रेजर के लिए टाइम स्पेयर किया है. ज़्यादा डिटेल में नितिन जी ने बहुत कुछ डिटेलिंग करी है, मनोज जी बहुत कुछ बताएंगे. मैं 2 से 3 सब्जेक्ट को टच करूँगा. एक हमारा डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड सोलर जो है ना, वो एक गेम चेंजर होने वाला है पूरे कंट्री में. राजस्थान ने इसमें ऑलरेडी लीड ले लिया है और देख रहे हैं, जैसे हिमांशु जी ने काफ़ी कुछ बताया इस बारे में कि कुसुम ए सी में काफ़ी काम हुआ है राजस्थान में. 5000 मेगावाट के आसपास हम लोग ऑलरेडी उसको LOA वगैरह हो गया है. काफ़ी ग्राउंड लेवल पे काम हो रहा है. पूरा सिस्टम बिजी हो रहा है डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड के अंदर. लगता है सब जगह सोलर ही सोलर हो रहा है. महाराष्ट्र में 10,000 मेगावाट लग रहा है, गुजरात में 5000 मेगावाट से ज़्यादा लग रहा है. तो आने वाला समय डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड सोलर का है और बहुत बिग वे में डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड सोलर और भी राजस्थान में हम उम्मीद करते हैं आएगा. छोटे छोटे लोगों को भी काम मिलता है उससे. और एक एरिया जो हम लोग टच करना चाहेंगे जिसमें RSA काम करेगा आने वाले टाइम में, स्टोरेज एंड हाइड्रोजन. जो नेक्स्ट बिग थिंग जो लग रही है हम लोगों को, वो स्टोरेज और हाइड्रोजन है, जिसपे अब काम होएगा. अच्छा खासा लग रहा है ऑन ग्राउंड, उसके ऊपर अब काम दिखने लग गया है. नेक्स्ट एक्सपो में डेफिनेटली हम इसमें जबरदस्त मोमेंटम देखेंगे. तीसरा एरिया जो मैन्युफैक्चरिंग का, आर के गुप्ता जी ने अच्छे खासे उनको काफ़ी टच किया. हम लोगों ने इस अलग को जगाना शुरू किया था आज से 3-4 साल पहले. PSD के साथ हमने मिलकर एक वेबिनार की.
I think we are still facing some power disruptions in Jaipur. So by the time he comes back, Manojji, I will request you to your, some of your views.
Yeah, thank you, Varun.
Hmm.
Just I'll give a little bit brief about myself first. So I'm Manoj Gupta, working with Renew. I'm holding the position of Senior Vice President in Rajasthan Solar Association as well, and today I am representing NSFPI Federation. So basically, Federation and RSA, we jointly work in Rajasthan for advocacy, policy advocacy, and benefits of the industry customers and their issues. If any challenges comes for the our members, as well as any dispute arises between the government and our consumers, those advocacy we takes care, and even if required, we go to court for fighting with the government sometimes. So. Recently, I'll tell you just in last couple of years, we did so many things along with the association. So the first one, Land Ceiling Act was replaced. Earlier, there was a ceiling, you can't buy land in Rajasthan or take or lease even beyond a ceiling limit. So the people were very afraid of that and getting notices from the government. So we discussed, we represented many forums, and we get this ceiling permission, ceiling waiver, and we got even you can buy or rent your land, and you can apply after 1 year, within 1 year from the date of your last registration. So there is a relief given by the government later, and that is applicable. That is the big achievement for this association and federation jointly we did. After that, we were in this land tax. We were trying this land tax. We were since last long time, but the moment the new government, new BJP government has just came and in the budget, first they announces the waiver of land tax for any land tax from industries. So this is one of the major achievement by the major achievement by the association as well as the federation jointly we did. After that, there are the couple of things with the support of RERC, Mansuji's, this captive. Initially, there was a cap of 80% solar you can put up along with the cap for captive use. Then become 100%. And recently in the budget only, government BJP, this CM has announced that up to 200% they can allow. But notification yet to become this for captive use. This is one more again big achievement for us. We were also trying for the there was RREDF, Rajasthan Renewable Energy Development Fund. It was raising first initially it was 1 lakh, then 2 lakh, and by the 25 it's supposed to happen 5 lakh rupees per megawatt per year. So anything, Nitin?
No, please continue, sir.
Yeah. So we jointly represented to government and the various forums, and somehow this we are got relief on that front. Earlier there was per megawatt we supposed to pay some development funds kind of thing. Now they have changed to the hectare per hectare. Now government has come up with the policy which is 50,000 rupees per hectare. So these are the majorly achievements the federation and the association jointly doing. We are also fighting for the old people, those who are paying, those who are paying old rate RREDF 1 lakh, 2 lakh rupees. We are already in High Court for discussion and working on that. That also going on. Apart from this, for, for many other changes we wanted in many policies. So around 24 new policies likely to come in next couple of months, in which the green hydrogen, green energy policy, or there will be a club, solar, wind, all policy will be in a one renewable policy, and as well as there is a new policies coming from RIPS as well. RIPS 24 industries department are coming up with various new policies. So we have given a lot of representation in that, or there are a lot of changes, a lot of requests we got from our industries. Those are going to be implemented in those upcoming new policies. These are the major work we federation and association jointly do in the state of Rajasthan. And about this expo timing, I would like to say that the timing of expo is very, very excellent. Rajasthan government is doing road shows and they are coming up with their Rising Rajasthan program in the December 9th, 10th, and 11th. And everybody is willing to do MOU with the government. The moment the MOU and this expo will over, immediately we are coming up with the new over this expo that will make the people, those who have done the MOU with the Rajasthan government in Rising Rajasthan, they can showcase their system, they can showcase their strength, they can showcase their willingness to the government as well as we are interested, we have come up in the expo also. So keeping that consideration, the expo timing is really, really excellent and it will give boost to the all industries, all the newcomers, those who are interested to come Rajasthan from outside. There are many Rajasthan born or Rajasthan backgrounds people working in various industries, various locations, not only in India, outside India also, various state of the Rajasthan. They everybody want to come and they everybody want to invest in Rajasthan. So the manufacturing is going to be the next challenge, next changeover in the Rajasthan, or this expo will help them, support them in all the way, whatever they are looking for in the Rajasthan, either in the policy front or in the any kind of any support required. Rajasthan Solar Association Federation always available for each and everything. Balance, I believe Rakesh ji, Ravi ji, आप लोगों ने मतलब you have already discussed major other parts. Thanks a lot. I am available if any questions you have for this.
Thank you, Manoj, and I think it's really encouraging. In fact, one of the questions which really pops out every time we speak about large investments is the land, and what is happening. And I think these recent developments that you're talking about, and how the ceiling cap has been removed, I think it would be really, a positive game changer, and to bring in again the large scale investments. Of course, we'll be also seeing and be participating at the Rajasthan Invest Show, and that really would set a good platform for us. So well said. And I think we lost out on Mr. Bansal, and he was cut short. So Bansalji, are you back with us? And would you like to continue about what you were saying? If you're back, just let us know. We can't hear you, Bansalji. Okay. So, and the other, one of our speakers today, Mr. Verma, Rai Verma from SPDA. So, sir, are you back? You also had dropped off in between your remarks. So,
Yeah.
I would just like,
Yeah,
just
most of
continue.
the things I have already spoken. Only one or two things which I would like to highlight. As one, we're just discussing regarding this CNI, how to increase the CNI. So, as one of our regulators also here, so on behalf of all the developers who wanted to invest into CNI, and this is the way forward basically. And as already suggested, not only solar, it has to blend with the wind, with the battery storage or pump storage. So this RTC FDR is uh, the way forward to have a stable grid. Otherwise, the now grid is almost going towards that position. It cannot take solar vanilla or solar wind. So they can adopt a policy as in the Maharashtra or Karnataka, where any developer can just apply, get registered, and he can get the connectivity, and wherever the connectivity is available, they can apply. All these things are available online. So for that, they have to strengthen their STU connectivity, the STU grid, and as well as expansion for it. Uh, Either they have to mobilize the state resources or they have to get this money from the this GEC as given by the central government. And secondly is that they have to rethink on this RREDF. Basically, it is a government call, but uh, what our developers have been already been telling, and they have moved to the court as well. And there is some temporary stay on it. But one can admit that the scale of this solar has gone up. Pre-GST era, it was less than 2% of the VAT or central, well, this thing was there on the this. Now from 2 to 5 and now 12%. So 12% GST, half of this is coming to state kitty. So, so revenue has increased in terms of percentage and in terms of volumes. Now more and more bigger utility scale projects are being planned. So, and then there is a during the construction phase, which is now ranging from 18 to 24 months to 30 months, there is a so much of employment generation happening. I can understand there is no generation or very less people are employed during the O&M stage. It is only a O&M people and the security staff is required. But during construction, and so much construction is happening throughout the year in one or the other project. So there is a continuous demand of skill, manpower to do these projects. And it is indirectly there are a lot of employment happening due to this. And as Bansalji also told, a lot of this decentralized solar power is being done, and this PM Surya Ghar Bijli Yojana. So more and more players will be coming in the MSME sector as well. So a lot of power generation and similarly revenue generation for the government as well. So such charges or any taxes like that can be avoided by the state government. Thank you. Thank you for inviting me. I think Bansalji has also come now. He can also resume. Back to Varun.
Thank you, sir. Bansalji, we are towards the end of the webinar. We would like to, have, if you are here, can you just let me know?
Sure. I'll take 2 minutes only.
Yeah. Maybe you can also, sum up this fantastic discussion we've had, and add in some closing remarks from your side, and then I'll run through the final closure of the webinar.
Sure. हमारे काफी पुराने इंडस्ट्री फ्रेंड्स हैं यहाँ पे, बहुत अच्छा लगता है रवि जी को देख के, मनोज जी को देख के, और हिमांशु खुराना जी गवर्नमेंट साइड से हैं। बाकी रिन्यूएबल के लिए एक उनकी जो सपोर्ट रही है वो अनबीटेबल रही है। तो जो इश्यूज हिमांशु जी ने रखे, प्लग एंड प्ले एक नेक्स्ट बिग थिंग होने वाली है, एक नीस एरिया जो अभी अब तक टच नहीं कर पाए, उसको हम जरूर आगे आने वाले टाइम में लेके जाएंगे। हिमांशु जी ने ये बात रखी, राकेश जी ने हमारे सामने बात रखी कि मैन्युफैक्चरिंग क्या नया चेंज लेके आ सकता है राजस्थान में। आज हम लोग एज ए आरएसए एंड पीएचडी दोनों मिलके ये हमने मुहिम छेड़ रखी है कि किस तरह से हम राजस्थान में जनरेशन टू मैन्युफैक्चरिंग लेके जाएं रिन्यूएबल को। जनरेशन की एक लिमिटेशंस है, जो बेनिफिट स्टेट्स को मिलना चाहिए, जो लोगों को मिलना चाहिए, हम चाहते हैं मैन्युफैक्चरिंग आए ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा। उसके लिए हम बहुत सारे नए इनिशिएटिव कर रहे हैं। हम एक प्राइवेट इंडस्ट्रियल जोन का भी प्लान कर रहे हैं, और वो ऑन ग्राउंड अभी लकीली I have opportunity to spoke honorable CM in the reinvest also about this, and he has given good sign, and we soon meet with him and give the roadmap how the manufacturing can happen in the Rajasthan. इसी तरह से रवि जी ने डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड की बात को रखा, पीएम सूर्यघर की बात को रखा। ये सारी चीजें ऐसा है कि सोलर को एक नए लेवल पे ऑलरेडी लेके जा चुकी है। अब तो हम लोगों को एक जन तक इस सोलर एनर्जी के बेनिफिट्स को पहुंचाना है। और हमारे जो दूसरे स्पीकर्स हैं, नितिन जी ने ओवरऑल आरएसए के सारे विजन को सामने रखा, मनोज जी ने पूरी पिक्चर सामने रखी कि क्या क्या नई चीजें पॉलिसी में, रेगुलेटरी में आई है पिछले दिनों में, और आरएसए ने क्या कंट्रीब्यूट किया है। तो इन्हीं सब बातों के साथ सबको बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देता हूं मैं। और भारत सोलर एक्सपो को हम एक ग्रैंड सक्सेस करेंगे, एक ये इंडस्ट्री को नेक्स्ट लेवल पे लेकर जाएगा। आरएसए ने इनिशिएटिव इसलिए लिया, इलक्रामा हम देखते हैं, एक प्रोग्राम इलक्रामा देखते हैं, जब हमने इनिशिएटिव लिया इसको, तो मैंने और वरुण जी ने यही डिस्कस किया कि हम इसको इलक्रामा जैसे ऑर्गेनाइज करेंगे। एक ये इंडस्ट्री एसोसिएशन इसको ऑर्गेनाइज करेगी विद एक ऐसा प्लेटफॉर्म जो हमें पिछले 10-12 साल से एक कॉन्फ्रेंसेस का जबरदस्त मोमेंटम दिया है फर्स्ट व्यू ने। हम दोनों ने मिलके एक ऐसा स्टेज, ऐसा प्लेटफॉर्म देना चाहते हैं इंडस्ट्री को, जहाँ रियली एक नेक्स्ट लेवल पे जाने की चीजें, कैसे नए नए मैन्युफैक्चरर को एक प्लेटफॉर्म मिल जाए, नए स्टार्टअप को एक प्लेटफॉर्म मिल जाए, वो अपने प्रोडक्ट के बारे में बात कर सके और अंडरस्टैंड कर सके कॉमन आदमी भी इन सब चीज़ों के लिए। तो ये हमारा इनिशिएटिव है। जरूर उम्मीद करते हैं कि ये इस इनिशिएटिव को हम आने वाले सालों में और नेक्स्ट लेवल पे लेके जाएंगे। थैंक यू एवरीबॉडी। अब मैं वरुण जी को बोलता हूँ, इसको कंक्लूड करें।
थैंक यू बंसल जी। तो मेरे ख्याल से हमने आज जो देखा है, हर कॉर्नर से वी हर्ड ओनली पॉजिटिव थिंग्स अबाउट व्हाट इज हैपनिंग इन द स्टेट, चाहे वो सीएनआई के चेम्बर्स हो, चाहे वो रेगुलेटरी एंड पॉलिसी के करता धरता है राजस्थान में, हर and the major associations which are driving the growth of renewable energy in the country. So with Razer, I am very sure that the numbers which Nitin had said at the start, of the in the state expo will achieve not only in solar but also in the new energy domains, चाहे वो hydrogen, चाहे वो energy storage, and all the, because आज आगे जाके this is going to be a integrated new energy development infrastructure जो इंडिया में आने वाला है. So with that, I think very positive discussions, and I congratulate all our partners to support us, and a huge round of applause for the work that RSA is doing in the state of Rajasthan. And with that, Geeta, I would like to conclude this panel discussion, and congratulations to you on doing a very successful curtain raiser for the Bharat Solar Expo.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, all our distinguished panelists, for the very insightful discussion that we had today. I'm sure our audience found the conversation very enriching and informative, and a lot to take away from here. So, before we conclude, I would like to announce that we will be hosting a series of webinars on advanced technologies, green economies, efficiency, energy efficiency in CNI sector in Rajasthan, leading up to the main event, Bharat Solar Expo 2025 in Jaipur. So we encourage everyone to please mark your calendars and keep an eye on their inboxes for the invites to these webinars in this exciting series. And we definitely look forward to seeing you all at our Bharat Solar Expo in Jaipur, scheduled on 17 January to 19 January. Thank you all once again for your active participation today, and we look forward to welcoming you at all of our future events. Stay safe and stay healthy. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you all. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for signing in.